Greetings, folks who just popped on. I am just in the middle of resetting crazy stuff. I've got things going all over the place. Enjoy the kitty for a few minutes. Greetings. Welcome back again. It's been a crazy week. It's been a really crazy week. I'm not sure I stream something, I stream something else. I don't know what else is going on. There's stuff going all over the place. I have probably chaos ensuing all over in my video manager. I'll figure that out later. Who's that strapping gentleman right there on that screen? Whew. Man. Well, anyway, we are back to HD streaming. What I ended up doing is I contacted back Comcast because, you know, what happened there is that Comcast wanted to, they bumped up my rate, I think $30, and you know, it's like I can't take a $30 instant bill change right away, and so, you know, they wanted to give me a cheaper one. So I was like, okay, well, they didn't tell me that their cheaper one has like a less than 1 Mbps up. Well, can't exactly stream a video with that. And so I have this exciting skill of negotiation. So I contacted them back and I said, you know, I can't do the lower one. I said, your higher one is too outrageously expensive, and so what can we do? You know, and I was just looking for a slightly better deal on the old internet that I had, which was 25 Mbps. But I ended up getting $60. I ended up getting $60, and instead of, I think I was paying like $45. They wanted to jump it up to $75. Now I'm paying $60 for 100 up, although my modem can't take 100 up. But you know, yeah, lots of issues. All right, so yeah, we are going to proceed with the stream that we originally had planned for 7 o'clock. We are much later than I wanted to be, but such is the day. So yes, we are back in business. I am back to streaming at full HD. My internet is going very well at 3.6 up, 3.5 up, 3.6 up, so that's cool how quickly that they were able to get that done. I'd shout out to Comcast, but no. Nope. No. No. Instead, when I'm done with this, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to card my Comcast conversation with them a couple weeks ago. So, hello, Orion. How's it going? Okay, K2610, no chat today. Google seems to be having a major problem with the chat. It will keep going down. You can refresh it. However, if you have a mobile device, it seems that the mobile device, the chat seems to be working fine over there. So I'm going to have to just come over here and just keep refreshing the chat window just in case. And that should hopefully be there. Oh, Kitty wanted to come over and say hi.
Hello, everybody. Switch to Linux. It rocks. And avoid Comcast.
Oh, there it goes. My chat went down again. So, if you haven't been following, just like a few months back, there was a big AWS hiccup that took out a lot of the internet. Well, there's actually another internet hiccup today. I didn't get a chance to read all the articles about it, but there was a big hiccup. It knocked out half of CNN. Yes! The Communist News Network. And then, it knocked down, I don't know, 1 or 2 social media websites. I forget what it was, but there was a big internet hiccup. I'm not sure if this is related to that or not, or if this just Google doing weird things. I know they are doing some changes in the back end. I know with the with my streaming dashboard, the way that the streams are working, they're working a little bit different than they were. So. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and carry on with this conversation because I have all these nice little notes sitting here, and I have a cat sitting here apparently, because he wants to be cute. He's fat cat. I don't think he's too fat, but people can tell me how fat he is. He's only 2 pounds overweight. He is actually, he's not all that fat. He's a big cat, but he's not Maybe he's fat, but he's a big cat, though. He really is. He's not tiny. Not huge, but he's not tiny. So what sparked this conversation here, this discussion? The question becomes, should we shop at home? Should we shop online? And every single chamber of commerce I've ever really been a part of, all had in multiple different states. They all have the same issue, their own version of this slogan: shop at home, support your own, shop at home, or whatever was the slogan we had at one of them. Most of them have that, how is it that we can, trying to tell people, you should buy local, you should buy local. And we're going to discuss today why people don't always buy local. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. In fact, hello, Brennan Brown. First time of the stream, welcome. I hope you are on a mobile device because the mobile chat seems to be working. In fact, I just got this nice new cool little iPhone holder for like $4 today. I'm going to see if I can monitor the chat over here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to or not, but I'm going to give it a try. And just so I can keep an eye on the chat over here. I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
If you're one of the
No.
Americans who drop...
Okay, can I view the chat? I don't know. I don't use mobile. Actually, I just installed the mobile YouTube app again, just because occasionally occasionally want to work with it. So it's chat right now is going on and off. It looks like they probably have some of it fixed, but yeah, in fact, I'm going to run on that. I can refresh if I need to. All right. So anyway, what I wanted to look at is this article showed up, and there was kind of this Google versus Best Buy, versus Amazon, and everyone was fighting each other. But now it seems as though, basically where it started is Best Buy was starting to lose a lot of business. Now we can argue, is Best Buy a local company or not? Probably not. But what is happening is people would go into Best Buy, look at the stuff that they have, and then go on to Amazon and buy the same thing online. And I'll tell you, if you're in the habit of doing that, don't do that. They don't advertise this, but Best Buy specifically price matches Amazon, which means if you go into the store and you want to buy a tablet, right? So I'm like, ooh, I find this tablet, and you can now you have to get the exact same model number. So you get the exact model number of this tablet. You look up the exact model number on Amazon, and if Google or if Amazon has the exact same model number as Best Buy, and it is sold not by a third party but by Amazon, Best Buy will match that price. Okay, I've done it numerous times. Now, they have fun ways of getting around that, and that is, for example, Best Buy will have products that are only sold on Best Buy. So it might even be essentially the same product, but the SKU is different. If the SKU is different, they won't necessarily honor the price. Now, Staples, I don't shop at Staples anymore, but Staples will actually price match plus 10%. So if you're looking at something and Best Buy has it, go next door to Staples, and they're under the same roof in my town. You could, for the exact same SKU number, bring a picture of it on your phone. Staples will price match plus 10% off to get you to buy. So it's not, I mean, as long as you're going in now for me, I will actually buy things online, but I love having the phone with me to research products, because for me, I will spend a certain amount more, not a ton more, but a certain amount more money to have the product in my hand, have a real receipt from a real person, as long as, because if something goes wrong, I can much easier take it back to the store. Hey, Vital Tube. Yeah, chat is doing weird things today. If you have a mobile device handy, that it appears to not be affected, but I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, Micro Center. I've not heard of a Micro Center, but yes, Micro Center will price match. A lot of these stores will price match. Everyone's kind of trying to fight over it. And so, that's kind of the way you do this. But I thought this was neat because instead of fighting each other right now if you go into a Best Buy, you can find all the Google products. I know our Best Buy has the Google Home products, which scares me to death walking past that aisle. It's like, ooh, you walk by, it's like, we're listening for you. But, really, whatever. But now you can go into Best Buy and you can look at the Amazon things, you can look at the Google things, but, so they're getting a slightly more friendlier terms. Obviously, now they're kind of sharing some revenue stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if one of those companies buys up one of the other ones down the road, but in this modern day, we have the ability, like even me, like, I don't know, about a month or so ago, my vacuum cleaner broke down. And, I have 2 cats that shed. And so it's kind of a vacuum is one of those critical things around here. But it's like, not in the budget. So I'm not buying a vacuum willy-nilly. So I sold off a bunch of stuff yesterday. I'm like, hey, I have a bunch of cash in my hand. I'm going to go down. I'm going to say, $80. If I can spend less than $80, I'd be fine. So we have an Ollie's. I don't know if you have an Ollie's where you're at, but an Ollie's is, they go in and they do, it's a scary store. They have there's this old Einstein looking man that is their mascot, and they have him in strange pictures doing creepy things through the whole store. And it's scary. It's scary in there. But they have really good prices on things. And so I wanted to go in and just have a look and say, I know I want to spend this much. And so I get in there and I see a Bishel vacuum. It was a Bishel Bolt, which is the kind of like Bishel's answer to a Shark vacuum. And they had them for like $50. So I go into Amazon and I think they retail at like 80 or 90 or so, just underneath the Shark price point. I'm sure the Shark is probably a little bit better, but I looked at it, and, it has 3.5-star ratings. I read some of the ratings, and some people, most people like it. Some people think it's crap. But I'm like, $50, and on top of that, Ollie's has 10% discount off of everything, for this week. And so I'm thinking, I'm making a list. What else do I have, do I possibly want to get in the near future that Ollie's might have? Because I might go to a shopping spree. If I can go for Ollie's pricing plus 15%, I'll do it. So I found this guy a little over here, kind of walking in there, because I was thinking about getting one. I'm like, I don't really want to spend one because I was thinking it was like going to be like, I don't know, $20 or something for a little iPhone mount. So I found this guy for like $5. It's on a clip. But this will allow me to come over here and do my outdoor philosophy videos from anywhere. I can pick up a stick off the ground and, have a stick there to ballast this guy out and, stick it to a picnic table or to a log aside of a tree, and I can do a nice outdoor philosophy. Opens up more opportunities to do my outdoor philosophy. So real nice. Good deal for $4 plus 15% off. So, but it's like we get into the habit sometimes of realizing that we can buy anything from Amazon and ship it right to us. So why is it that people are going out and buying things on Amazon if you can price match it at Best Buy? So that's kind of what the question is. And although we want to support your own when you can, there's limits I put on it. So we have a little computer store. Obviously, I'm somewhat into computers, just a little hobby, not much, but just a little bit into computers. So I went in there, and there's this little place in town, and I go down there, and I was talking to the guy in there, and I'm like, really, I needed a hard drive mount. So, actually, after I hunt around town and found a hard drive mount, I found I didn't actually need one. But I go there for a hard drive mount, and I'm asking him, do you sell used hard drives? I'd take used hard drives to throw, redundant copies of backup data storage on, or, what's the price of this item? What's the price of that item? And everything they have is retail plus 20%. Let's see, I can get stuff on Amazon for 20% less than retail. So you want me to pay full retail plus 20%? Well, it's because the installation. Well, I don't want to install it. I want you to order it. I want to come down. I want to give you cash, pick up my product, and go home and put it on my computer. No, they still charge a 20% fee. Okay, this is why I do not buy computer parts locally. I have never found a local computer store that has the products in stock. Like, I still have to order it. Okay, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to order an i7 processor. Well, let's look up an i7 processor. All right. Okay, so here's an i7 processor. I don't even know which one this is. i7 920. Is that one old? I thought they had 4-digit numbers. Yeah, that's old. 25 bucks? Sign me up. I'll take an i7 for 25 bucks. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. My calculator. This is going to be fun. So if I wanted to buy this processor from that store downtown, all right, I would pay $1,380 for this processor. The retail is $1,109, and I can buy it on Amazon for $830. So is $500 for the exact same thing worth it to support your own shop at home? No. On top of that, I still have to wait. In fact, if I happen to have Amazon Prime, I don't, and I wouldn't really buy it. If I happen to have Amazon Prime, I could get this shipped to me faster right to my house. Then I could have it shipped to the computer store, and then now I still have to go downtown. Of course, that's downtown. I gotta fight the traffic downtown, find a parking garage spot, walk into the store. That's kind of crazy. Woohoo, it is working. Biggest issue is that local stores have more overhead than places like Amazon because of the volume Amazon pushes. Yeah, well, and there's Walmart, of course, which also does the same thing. They push so many products through so fast that you have, you have that issue going there as well. So, but yeah, that's the truth of the matter is, I'd buy a model TV. I'd pay an extra $50. $75 to buy a TV at a local store rather than a big box store. But oftentimes I find you go into a lot of these stores and they have no inventory. And that's another problem, Hey Lance, how's it going there? Dang, it's working. Yeah, I don't know what's working. I don't know if it's my internet or the live chat, but they're both working right now. This day's just getting better and better. But anyway, why do we not shop locally? My top reasons why we do not shop locally is inventory. I go in, I bought a little cheap video converter so I could take my VHS tapes and convert them to digital files. I stopped at all the stores locally first. Nobody has the thing in stock. Few of them offer to order. It's the same thing with Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble shoots himself in the foot because I like books, and I'll go in and be looking for a book, and it's like, if you have the book on the shelf, it's a foolish buy. I really shouldn't buy it, but if you have a book on the shelf, I'll come in and buy it. And like the last 10 books I went into Barnes & Noble to ask for, no, we can order it. No, I can order it from Amazon. In fact, I could order it from the Kindle and have it on my phone before I walk out of the store. So inventory is one reason. Now, of course, that's a downside because, company like Amazon or whatever can have a huge storage facilities that nobody's browsing, so they have access to all this inventory. So the question is it worth waiting for the inventory? Is it worth paying more for the inventory? And the third reason I picked out for why people don't shop locally is that a lot of times I've had a lot of rude encounters with people. And it really depends on the store. Some people are really nice and pleasant, but I remember when I was out west and I needed some computer parts. I called up the local computer store. It's like, I need, a screen for this computer. Yeah, we don't have any. We don't carry that stuff. How much would it cost? I don't know. The guy that orders parts isn't in. Okay, never mind. Because there's multiple different places online. I can get the thing much cheaper, have it shipped to me. I can have it overnighted if I really need it overnighted. It's a whole lot better than, than a lot of these other things. Let's see. Parts store said they can order a part for me. I said, I can order it, so why do I need you? Only way they survive is because they have credit. You can charge on a 30-day account. Not worth it. Yeah. I don't know. But it's a fascinating thing to think about. Now, I know from a business perspective, I can charge a little bit more locally than I can, you know, even as a web designer, I can charge a little bit more working with local clients than I can, you know, if I'm competing with people online, because there's more of a direct connection back and forth with things. And that's kind of what is important to figure out. So, all right. That's kind of what I had to say about that. Yeah, I mean, I had a few other things to talk about, but man, all this the internet stuff and everything's just kind of taking it out again. Internet, no, my internet's not down again. I'm getting pretty consistent stuff. I have a question for anybody here. Is it possible to get into an old account that you forgot the password to? Because I have a VirtualBox over here that I'd rather not rebuild. And it helps if I grab their app Myas, right? So what I need to actually do, it's like the server runs. It's an Ubuntu server. The server runs, but I can't remember what my password is. No, I know that's not right. So I need to do some searching around here, see if I can get into this thing some other way and whatever else. But what I'm planning to do is I have a very nice server already built on this computer. And I want to install WordPress over here and start running the WordPress tutorials this week. Worst case scenario, I just dump the install, rebuild it, and do that kind of stuff. But you know, that's that. Yeah, my internet issues at the start of the day here kind of took the wind out. So it looks like we have a very record short live stream today. We're gonna get back to more regular schedule-y stuff next week. Not this week. In fact, this week I'm thinking I will not be doing a tinfoil hat time. I'm busy most of the day Sunday, and I'm just, you know, with everything else going on this week, we are going to pass tinfoil hat time. If I come up with something to do, I'll throw up a video on Sunday, but no guarantees on anything specific. But I think with that being said, I'm gonna try and get into the server here. I'm gonna start prepping for more stuff later, and I did not get any work done yet this week much at all, so I need to dive into that. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Interesting thoughts on this subject, and I'm just going to keep plugging along. Next week, we're going to be back to a regular schedule. We'll do Monday Top 5. We are going to do a Tuesday distro review. I'm going to pick up one of these distros off the wall over here. I have a pile of distros that people have asked me to look at. I'm going to pick one of those. Do that. And Wednesday next week, hopefully we'll be back to a good live stream. I will have had time to put some more thought and have a lot more discussion points going back and forth. I thought this was going to take longer than I did. And then we're going to maintain GIMP tutorials until I run out of things to do on those, and live news back on next Friday. So this week's Friday, this Friday live news will be like at, I don't know, 12 or 2 in the afternoon. It's going to be a lot earlier than it usually is. Just an FYI on that if you're following things. And tune in on Saturday. I'm going to do a slightly different outdoor philosophy on Saturday. It is going to be a pretty good one. All right, that's a sucky video. Go ahead and thumbs down this one because it was bad. But we're going to be back to hopefully regular stuff by the end of next week. Hopefully by the beginning of next week. I don't know. Anyway, good to see I got my system right back up and running. My internet's back up and running properly. So with all that, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will catch you guys later.